This is the video key for mixed gas diving MDT 143 chart number 2. The dive profile is 230 feet for 40 minutes, and we're not going to exceed a PO2 of 1.3. Do the math on that, and using your T formula, you'll see that 8416 becomes your best mix, which is right on the borderline of being hypoxic, but nonetheless it's not hypoxic. So we can gas the diver on the surface and they can breathe it all the way down. Our bailout is going to be filled with the bottom mix of 16%. So you can write that in your bailout example there. So we'll go over here to our chart 230 for 40. And we see we have stops at 110 feet for 7 minutes. And then we're coming directly up to 90 feet for 3 minutes. Again, we're skipping 100 feet. We're going to come to 80 for 7 minutes, 70 for 9 minutes, 60 for 13, 50 for 13, 40 for 13, and then we're going to do a SURDO2. Again, the most important thing about the 90-foot stop is we're going to shift mixtures to 50-50 heliox from the bottom mix. Once we're at the surface, we'll undress the diver, get the diver in the chamber. This particular profile, 230 for 40, requires a total of 4 chamber oxygen breathing periods. So again, we're going to do the first 4 periods in the chamber, first half period at 50 feet, and then we'll slide to 40 feet. Periods 2, 3, and 4 are all done at 40 feet. If we go beyond that, for example, a gnarly profile requiring 5 chamber periods, we could actually slide the chamber to 30 feet. It's not going to hurt the diver if you kept them at 40 feet, as provided you're taking air breaks. But they're just lessening the risk because it is a lot of oxygen to breathe. Nonetheless, we're breathing 4 oxygen breathing periods here. So let's cut to the chase. We're going to leave the surface at 0700. We're going to leave the bottom 40 minutes later at 0740. The diver is going to travel from 230 to 110 feet. That is 120 lineal feet. We must factor that into our ascent time until we reach our first stop, and then we'll start our decompression time. From that point on, all time in between stops is included as part of stop time. So 120 lineal feet times 2 is 240 seconds, or a nice round 4 minutes. So we're going to start our decompression time at 0744. 7 minutes later, we're going to leave at 751. We're coming directly to 90 feet. Once we move from 110, we are on our 90-foot stop, and then we gas the diver. The gas switch time is included as part of decompression time, so we're quickly going to switch the diver, allow them to ventilate per Navy protocol for 20 seconds, confirm the gas switch. But we're still starting the 3-minute time once they move from 110 feet. So we'll leave there at 754, and then we'll go to 80 feet in 7 minutes at 801, 9 minutes at 70 feet at 810. We're drawing lines for the reach time since it doesn't matter. Ascent time is included as part of stop time. 13 minutes on to 810 is 823. 13 minutes on to 823 is 836. Now we're coming to 40 feet. And we'll leave there at 8:49, and we're going to come directly to the surface at the Navy rate of 40 feet per minute, because they allow you 1 minute from 40 feet to the surface. Again, the rule that we want to follow is the time from when you leave 40 feet until the time you get to 50 feet in the chamber cannot exceed 5 minutes. So for charting purposes, the Navy says, okay, use a minute in the water, and then 3 minutes and 30 seconds to get undressed, which is actually a long time, and then a ridiculous amount of time, 30 seconds to pressurize to 50 feet and get on oxygen. That totals 5 minutes. So we reach the surface at 8:50. 8:53:30, we start pressing down the chamber. 8:54, we're on oxygen in the chamber. 15 minutes later, we're sliding at 09:09. 15 minutes later, we're taking an air brake at 09:24. Air brake is for 5 minutes, just like with SERDI 02, I'm using an air profile. 9:29, we'll go back on oxygen for 30 minutes. And then at 9:59, we'll take another air brake. So now we finished 2 periods of oxygen. At 10:04, we'll go back on O2. We put our gas mixtures over here that we're breathing. And then at 10:34, we're coming off of O2 and going on to our air brake. And then we're starting our last oxygen breathing period at 10:39. 10:39 for 30 minutes puts us leaving 40 feet at 11:09. You have 80 seconds to get to the surface. That's a minute and change. So we round that number up. Coming up, we round up, reaching the surface at 11:11. Again, fill in all the times and all the particulars in the chart because that's what you're going to need to be doing in the field and also in lab. So pay attention to your charting principles, and we'll move on to chart number 3.